going on, Mutha Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. We got some big news here. We have, they say, potentially over 300,000 Mexican truck drivers that are looking to go on a nationwide strike and blockade roads. And so it's happening, they say, on Tuesday through Wednesday. Why is this important to America? Well, here are the top things that import into America from Mexico. So number one is vehicles. Did you know that Mexico produces 16 out of every 100 cars sold in the United States? Furthermore, Mexico became the United States' first automotive supplier since 2019. Automobile manufacturers such as General Motors, Nissan, FCA Mexico, Volkswagen, Kia, Mazda, Toyota, Audi, and Honda have long been established in different cities of Mexico. Imports have decreased in recent times as a result of the worldwide pandemic, but that's what that was. Number two, auto parts and equipment. According to the data from Mexican auto parts industry, the volume of auto parts exported from Mexico to the United States exceeds the value of light car shipments abroad by 1.3 times, the revenue from truck tractor exports by 5 times. Number three, electronics and appliance. Our society depends on electronics more and more as years go by. What many people don't realize is that we get a lot of our electronics from Mexico. From computers, monitors, telephones, across the board. And so billions of dollars are coming in, right? Appliances, refrigerators, air conditioners, etc. from Mexico. Number four, crude petroleum. Mexico is one of the few countries in the world that can boast the status of a major oil producer. It currently exports 48% of its oil directly to the United States. Amounting over 210 million barrels, Mexico currently receives $18 billion a year from crude oil exports alone. So, for these few days, does that do anything to our oil prices, right? Medical instruments, beer, Corona, Dos Equis, Mexican imported beer, a lot of it, of course, comes from Mexico. Plastic items. It says Mexico is the top supplier of plastic products to the United States, according to World's Integrated Trade Solutions, with total revenue of nearly $21 billion. Canada is in second place with $18 billion. So all your plastics from toys and all that. Number 8, gems and precious metals. When it comes to gems and precious metals, India is the largest supplier of the United States with a 20.5% market share accrued over the last 5 years. Next comes China, Thailand, and guess what? Mexico is within the 3% of the market share. Mexico is among the top 10 suppliers. Okay. Number 9, vegetables. So did you know that Mexico is the second largest supplier of agricultural products to the United States? We spend almost $2 billion on tomatoes alone, but we also get vegetables like berries and avocados. We also get snack food as well as processed fruit and vegetables. And of course, number 10 is fruit and nuts. So, this big strike going on, you're not going to get your auto parts. You're not getting your appliances, your gems, precious metals, fruits, vegetables, and plastics, and automobiles, right? It says here, Mexico's trucker plan nationwide strike blockades. A massive strike and protest by cargo truck drivers on roads across Mexico are planned for Tuesday and Wednesday, according to members of the Mexican Alliance of Carrier Organization. They said the 2-day demonstration could include as many as 300,000 truckers and spotlights a host of demands: improved road safety, lower operating costs, a ban on double tractor trailer, simplified vehicle registration, protection against extortion from authorities, and more. The strike, scheduled to begin at 8 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday, expected to include blockades along main highways, potentially disrupting both domestic and international freight shipments. The AMOTAC said it represents more than 75% of the commercial cargo, tourism, and bus passengers vehicle fleets in the country, aims to keep the demonstration peaceful, it says. So it's a 2-day. It's going to be, looks like they said, Tuesday and Wednesday, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see if it's going to be peaceful, right? I don't want to use the word cartel in there, but let's see how, when they don't want to move their shipments, how that goes. Quote unquote, we regret the inconvenience and traffic that could be caused on the country's highways, but the authorities forced us to take these actions due to their lack of interest and commitment to our sector. They have forgotten that through transport, we move the merchandise necessary for the development of the industries. Danger from cargo thieves is one of the major issues truck drivers in Mexico face. You know, that's what the AMOTAC official said. Every day we suffer from assaults, robberies, and murders from both the carriers and drivers who use the roads without the National Guard. So they have a lot of concerns, from their own safety to better pay to safer roads. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, up to 300,000 drivers, you know. Let's see how this plays out, and let's see if how much this really affects America, right? Because of all the things that we bring in from Mexico. So, Mutha Truckers, comment down below on this. But yeah, this is a lot of truck drivers, you know. Man, can you imagine if 300,000 truck drivers in America could get together? There'd be some changes, right? Just want to take a second to talk about this situation right here. But, you know, the rates are so poor, right? People are blaming everyone from carriers to brokers, double brokering, to drivers that are just cutting each other with rates. It's just a shame that, you know, we all can't get together and make something happen. Because can you imagine if 300,000 truck drivers in America could get together like this? I'm sure those rates would go up really quickly. You know, Mutha Truckers, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. But yeah, this is something happening in Mexico, but definitely affecting America. So wanted to make sure I talked about this and let you guys know. And we'll have more developing news on this, and, you know, more video clips. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, we're letting you know on Monday today, because on Tuesday and Wednesday, looks like this could be one of the biggest massive strikes that Mexico has put together. So let's see how this all plays out. You know, Mutha Truckers, comment down below.
All right. Mr. Pooh Bear, thank you for all that you've done.